Welcome back, fellow mobile gaming fanatics. MyTyme here with another episode of Top Drives, and you have just seen some packs that I opened recently, including the TVR carbon fibre, which you didn't really get anything useful, two of these German carbon fibres, which I probably shouldn't have really bothered opening, and that 10x ceramic. Now, just a little disclaimer, that 10x ceramic was an accident. I wanted to just open this ceramic after opening those German premiums to see if I could get something decent, and I've scrolled back and accidentally clicked on this, so I blew all my cash, my 600 cash reserve that I had to upgrade cars. I wasn't amused. There was a video of it all, but unfortunately YouTube has decided to mess me around, so I cut it out and just put it into the packs. So retaking this video again, so what we're going to start with, I did the challenge. You saw the last level of the challenge. Apologies, I had done all the levels, but you can check me getting that ceramic pack and you can see the cars that I used. I didn't use anything I got from the TVR carbon fibre. Just one little tip I would give people if you're struggling: you can use that TVR tamer as you saw for me on the twisty part, so it works perfectly good. Use two of your TVRs for the drags, one on the wet drag, and then bring in two cars that are good at wet surfaces. Okay, so two cars that will do you well on the other two wet tracks should see you through. You will probably need to have a couple of TVRs, at least one of the ultra rares, possibly two of them, to get that pack. However, I would not recommend buying the pack just to get a ceramic pack. That's just me. Yeah, I don't think I should have bothered buying any packs for this Lamborghini finals, because as we come in and have a look, I am not going to get the top 10. Okay, I'll be more than happy with third. If I can get second, great, because this is another great exhibition prize which I would love to add to the collection, and a carbon fibre is amazing. But even if I come third, I'm not too worried, because I've got a fused material and a carbon fibre. It's good. I have accepted the fact I can't get top 10, and we will come in and see why in a moment. When you look at my cars, in fact, let's just look. I'll show you the main problem here. I have the price car, so I'm going to take the price car out. I only have two cars that are 90 RQ or above, excluding the McLaren 12C, because everyone gets that. Okay, so two. If we look at the cars that I got, which are between 80 and 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In fact, I'll take that off, so we'll go to 8, 9, 10, 11, what's it, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Was that, I think 16? I might have miscalculated. But you see my point. I've got, yes, a nice selection of legendaries, but they're all actually the weaker legendaries out there. I don't have many top legendaries, so it makes it difficult in some of these events, because when I go legendary versus legendary, I tend to lose. So I kind of got to look for people that are stuck with the epics, and I've actually found a use for this SLS electric. It's actually become quite a good MVP, and let me just give you an idea now. I don't know if it's going to beat this i8 or not, but well, just for the sake of the video, we are going to see if it can win there against that maxed out Cayman. So this is the problem. I don't want to use my resources. Okay, I could improve my cars, but I still don't think that's even going to get me into the top 10. I could be wrong, because obviously I haven't played anyone really in the top 10. I don't know what the decks look like, but I'm still pretty sure I'd have to clear all my resources. I've now used up a load of my cash. I don't actually have the cash to technically go through and do it, and it's going to leave me completely, yeah, here you go, completely and utterly skint. So this electric, I found an event that I can actually use it in, but I'm going to be content, I think, with my lower ranking here. Yes, I do want to get the top price cars, but German is just not going to be good for me. I mean, if we come and look at people in the top 10 already now, there's quite a lot of people beating each other, to be fair. But I'm 100% sure I'm going to have to go and work on those legendaries. I don't have the epic cars. Look at the number of points I'm giving away here still. There's still 11 points that I could improve my team with. Now, yes, the X-Drive is a car that would definitely help. I could bring this in 100%, that would help me, but it's completely stock. It would cost me a lot of resources to max that out, and it's not going to get me into the top tier. I'd have to fully max out the Porsche 911, I'd probably have to max them all out, to be fair, with the exception of maybe a swap like this and work on the electric or something like that. So I decided, you know what, I don't have any good epics, okay? I don't have the epics required to push myself into the top 10. But I might with this team still be able to get top 40. And that's what I'm thinking, is it going to be worth me working on this M6 Crown Coupe, because it is a decent car. In fact, it's a very good car. So I kind of feel maybe if I work on it, it will almost be worthwhile, if that makes sense, because I can use it in places. I mean, it's a medium BMW, it is a good BMW, and quite a few German events. So, but do I want to use the few ultra rares that I've got spare on that car? I don't know. I think if it gets to a stage where I'm very close and it looks like I can definitely get top 40 if I just work a little bit on my cars. Okay, this is going to be a slight difference here because they've worked on the speed rather than the handling. Then yeah, I will possibly can I win this? I think I can. I will possibly work on that M6 because it is a car that I probably should, I suppose. Oh, wait up, messed up here. Didn't really pay a lot of attention to what is going on. This is a defeat. Yeah, so as you can see, as we start to come in, you get a lot of maxed out epics. I can't win. Okay, I can't win when I'm coming up against a team of maxed out epics. It's just fact. So all I can do is lose graciously and go to the next one. So I don't think there's a lot of difference at this moment in time between tier 2 and tier 3. For the average person, if you're not going to build either of those cars, it doesn't make any difference. Only because it's a great exhibition car is why I'd be thinking of building it or certainly keeping it. We'll play this last match as well. As you can see, I'm going to, here we go, the Panamera. Now I have found out that the electric beats the Panamera like this on the wet circuits. I don't know if it will do it on the fast circuit, but I'm going to find out. Let's find out. Arguably regarded as the worst legendary, definitely one of the worst legendaries. Let's see how one of its rivals competes against it. So we're going to lose here, or how are we going to do this? Oh no, this is still okay. We're not going to. I'm going to go for the victory instead. I'm going to go for the victory instead of the silliness. So here we go. So yeah, let me know how you guys are getting on in the finals. Do you have a decent 2010-2014 German deck? There are a lot of cars out there, to be fair, and because it's not just German Renaissance, or it's not German Renaissance, because you can. A lot of people have been collecting these cars for a long time, so I'm sure plenty of you have decent decks. If we look at it here, we do have a new event. We've got an uncommon event. Now you might have noticed in game a little pop-up come telling you they'll be running special events to get people used to the RQ. This event happens to be uncommons only. Now I don't think I've played it on here, no, so I'm not going to bother going into it, but the price is just normal ceramics, only using uncommon performances, and this is going to go, I imagine after this finishes they'll do a rare and a super rare. Whether they'll go all the way up to ultra rare and epic, I don't know, but we can't see anything in here yet, so they're not showing us at the moment, but they are going to be releasing these, and the idea is to get people used to the new RQ changes, so you get used to what the kind of cars are. So that's a nice little added touch. And we've got our daily event, so I'm actually going to pick up something very quickly on the daily event while I play through these, and it's what Mike Phillips came and put in the comments. He said, do you not end up when you farm and you leave a team out, so let's just say hypothetically I leave out 5 random cars, is it only that last track set that your 5 cars are on rather than all the track sets? So people will still be playing your best team if they come up against the track set and you last used that team in it. Now, I don't know the answer to that question. Okay, that is a good question. If anyone does know the answer, let me know. But what I do know is I still think I would use that method, because if you're not going to be playing the game for a while, it just seems to make more sense to put out your weak team, because even if it's only on one of the 4 track sets, you have to assume that people aren't going to go out of their way to attack your best team unless they feel they can definitely beat it. So they're going to avoid you. But even if one of the 4 track sets, if someone picks that one that comes up against your worst team, they're going to play you and you're going to still remain near the bottom or move down. So even if it's not on all 4 track sets that your worst team is up, like if your worst team is your hand, so to say, that's technically like defending your points or whatever, like this, then 1 out of 4 is still better than none, if you ask me. So I would still be very, 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 very inclined to do that, to put out your weak team on your last ticket. And yeah, even if it is only for 1 track set, it's still going to be better than no track sets if you want to keep yourself down near the bottom. Now, understandably, a lot of people, and this is the way I used to as well, will be doing like kind of what I'm doing now, and you will knock yourself down to near the bottom to begin with, and then you will try and move yourself up to try and get into the top couple of tiers to get an aluminium pack or better, where you might get yourself a super rare reward. Now, I do feel that is a very viable tactic. Okay, for a lot of people, if you can guarantee yourself an aluminium pack in the daily with the opportunity of getting a super rare car, then you might as well. I mean, the farming is handy, but you can stop that and put yourself in a position to get the top rewards. So I would definitely suggest, if you know you've got a hand that can get you the top 10 around or get you an aluminium pack from a daily, I would definitely suggest going for it. Okay, 100%. But if you haven't, then something like this, as you just see me do, is probably a good alternative to helping you get your resources. So we've come over everything at the moment that I can do without, because I can't show you the challenge. Very sorry about that. As I said, TVR, it's not too hard to do. Make sure you've got 2 very good cars for the wet weather, and if you do happen to lose in one of the other events, you can easily make it up. You can pause the video again earlier on and see the 5 cars that I was using. I didn't mean to click on that again, and we've still got a while to go with this event. So I'm going to cut this here. I'm going to go back to probably grinding a bit. Side note, the club events are back up. Okay, so they've been unlocked now. You can get back in, start grinding your cash and your gold from the every 2 days or whenever it is that the season's finished. So get grinding, carry on. I will be back when we have a few new events out and towards the end of the Lamborghini US finals, but I'm already going to say I'm not challenging for the top here. Okay, so I do apologise for that, but I can't get it. I will try and remain in the top 40 just to get that slightly better epic car. So thank you for watching, everyone. I've been MyTyme. Hope you're having a good day. Enjoy your bank holiday if you're in the UK, and I'll see you all soon.